Hello, my beautiful chicken nuggets. Welcome back to my channel. This is CJ. You're watching CJ. We're here for a chatty Q&A, baby. A little 2K Q&A. It's gonna be great. We're also gonna be doing a giveaway. Listen, I know I said I was gonna be giving away these beanies in a previous video. Books Are Magic accidentally sent me 2 of them when they meant to send me a ball cap. If you live in the US and you want one of these beanies, comment down below something. A comment and you'll be entered. Probably US only, maybe international. Let's say international. Might pick out a little surprise book for you too, if you're lucky. So that's the giveaway portion of this video, okay? So I asked for some questions about the tube, about my life, on both Instagram, link down below if you want to follow me, and my community tab, right? And you guys delivered. That was something crazy. Outfit you're most proud of. Would I say I'm proud of any of my outfits? Not really. I really liked the dress I wore to my friend Mariah's wedding. It was Mara Hoffman. If I had unlimited money, I would wear Mara Hoffman every single day. I also really love my Mara Hoffman coat I own. Are those outfits? No, but those are 2 pieces that I really like. I'm starting to reintroduce myself into fun fashion, okay? I got into like a kind of depressed, Everlane, neutrals only vibe for a while, but I feel like I'm coming out of it, so that's great. Is there something you've wanted to incorporate but are on the fence about it? I mean, not really. I feel like I'm still pretty experimental in my tube days. I feel like if I have a video idea, I'm super comfortable doing it. What am I scared of? Oh, I'm definitely scared of like individual book reviews. I don't know if I could spend 10 to 15 minutes on a single book. I'm sure I could if I gave myself a little bit of a structure and an outline of like key points I wanted to hit, but that isn't really the type of reviewer I am. I love watching reviewers who have that style, i.e. Alex and Claire, but that's just not how my brain works. I think there is a little bit of fear wrapped around that of preparation, how much work I would have to do before just ad-libbing to the camera. So I guess I am on the fence about more sit-down singular book reviews. Maybe those will come to the channel one day. What book did you read in high school that got you reeling? Probably, I mean, I definitely sought out, and I think YA was mostly hashtag I'm not like other girls fodder. You know, like that's where that started. Stargirl, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, like anything that was Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, anything that was like wildly like I'm an indie girl and I'm misunderstood and I love music, that got me reeling. Also Ellen Hopkins. Why did our parents let us read her? So intense, and for why? Someone said, curious about your experience jumping into YouTube as a working adult. Yeah, I don't think I would have if it wasn't for the pandemic. So cute little pandemic blessing. One of the few pandemic blessings, really. I just had a lot of time. I was home a lot. I wasn't seeing my friends, and I was reading naturally more and consuming, I wouldn't even say a lot of booktube. Like I was watching YouTube along with some other lifestyle YouTubers I watch. And I noticed that there was a gap of people who talked about literary fiction. I eventually found those people and thought, I could add my voice to that. So it's been weird. It's like kind of embarrassing. I think if you're a YouTuber, you will understand that feeling. Like telling people about this as a hobby is like weird. But I'm just kind of like owning it and being like, yeah, I talk about books online. Thankfully, it's like the most precious thing that you could have a YouTube channel about, so it's not super weird. I am a full-time working adult, salaried human on a career trajectory in an industry I've spent 5 years on, so very much so this is not my, my life plan. I have bills, a mortgage, you know, a family to take care of, so this is a fun hobby. And I don't feel like I have unrealistic expectations about what this can do to me monetary wise. What do you hate in a book and you feel like this is never going to change? Lazy or bad writing. Favorite essay collection / memoirs, sad, depressed, lost woman books. I think you mean a DWM, depressed woman moving. We're trying to make that a thing. I did a whole video last year when my channel was a baby channel about sad girl summer books, and I still rep all of those. The first ones that come to mind are Life of the Mind, because that's probably my most recent reading experience. Tonight I'm Someone Else by Chelsea Hodson. And yeah, I'll have to see what else I said in that video I made a long time ago, but I'll link that down below. I got a trio of comments from family members that I have to read aloud because I'm contractually obligated actually, or they will fire me from the family. My cousin Megan said, "Who's your favorite family member?" It better be me. Your top 3 for sure. My dad said, "The Bookworm Legend." No question asked, just a title. You may refer to me as the Bookworm Legend from now on. And all my mom said was, "Big Book of AA." Yes, Mom, that is a book. If you're a vegetable, what veggie would you be? I actually got asked this once at a job interview for a job I really wanted and didn't end up getting. Ugh. And I said Brussels sprout. Why I said that, I don't know. It's probably the vegetable we consume the most in this house. We love a sprout. Love a roasted, charred, cast iron pan sprout, right? 2 similar questions. Very curious to what teen CJ used to read. What was your reading taste like growing up? Again, like baby, sad girl. I'm not like other girls fodder. Loved Harry Potter, was obsessed. My dad used to take me to the midnight releases of the books. I fucking loved it. So formative for me as a young warthog. What else do I love? I remember one of my earliest like associations to like loving a chapter book was a book called Time Cat, which was a story about a cat who was like, what is that word for when animals are assigned human feelings? Anthropomorphized. You know, a cat that had like could speak and shit, and he traveled through different time periods, and like each life he reincarnated as a different kind of cat. So he was like a Renaissance cat and an Egyptian cat. It was sick. That was like my first probably like sci-fi magical realism book. I also loved the Orcs and Crake series by Margaret Atwood. I would say it was like kind of dystopian sci-fi vibes when I was younger. Not high fantasy at all, but something that was magical realism, I guess, as the kids say nowadays. Desert-based books you've read. I can think of a few, but I would love to read more. Let me know if you have recommendations for this. Desert Solitaire by Edward Abbey, which is like classic naturalist park ranger out in the Moab desert, chilling and reflecting on his surroundings. Also Chelsea Hodson, Tonight I'm Someone Else. If you're ever a bad boy teenager in the desert and have romanticized feelings about that, give that a read. Someone asked, do you read Like the Wind, the newsletter? Seems like your vibe. Yes, I do. I love that newsletter. I love all Bookish newsletters. If you have a recommendation, please leave it down below. I am always looking to subscribe to more. I really want to revamp mine. I've been letting it go in 2021. Someone asked, how do you feel about Hana Yanagihara's work? I feel good about it. I liked A Little Life. I thought it was, you know, I don't think I cried, but I was emotionally invested, and I feel like I read it before everyone else read it. That's annoying, but I do. I don't remember it being such a thing when I read it back in the day, and I liked it. I don't know. I know Grace loves The People in the Trees. Her new book coming out sounds really weird, but I would give it a try probably if I'm on that new release hype. How do you think making videos about books has changed your relationship to reading, if at all? Definitely has changed my relationship, I would say, for the better. I'm definitely a more critical reader. I am making larger connections about what I'm reading and how it relates to other things I've read, kind of like making a map in my mind of how things are interconnected and talk to each other. I think being in the practice of regularly recording yourself talk about anything and being able to improve on that and like hone it in makes you better at anything. So I have enjoyed the benefits it's given to me as a reader. Embarrassing celebrity crush. All the men I have crushes on are embarrassing. Connor Oberst. I kind of have like a Connor Oberst haircut right now. I'm like a greasy weasel boy. It's so embarrassing, like, to love the band Bright Eyes as an almost 30-year-old. Tragic. I hate that for me, but it's who I am. He is not aging well objectively, and I would still leave my husband for him. I also love Jason Segel. Oh my god. Only embarrassed of Jason Segel because he's like so normal. You know, like he's not objectively a hot man. He's just like a man. Like I feel like I could pull Jason Segel. I mean, don't tell me if I'm wrong, I don't want to know. Asked, would you make another photo book of new work? Absolutely. I have said this before, but I'm definitely like a site/project specific photographer, so I'm only working on something actively if I'm in it, and I am not in Arizona right now. But I think I've been making this body of work for like the last almost 10 years about my hometown Yuma in Arizona. It's like such a visually stunning place, and I think it would be a gorgeous narrative photo book. Would love for that to be funded, putting that out in the universe. Self-published my last one, and that shit is expensive. Someone said, congrats, bestie. That makes me feel like a Gen Zer. Who started that? Was that just TikTok? Like collectively started bestie? Which are your top 4 favorite films? Oh my god. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's objectively an incredible movie, and it formed my brain. Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann version. Beginners. I love Beginners. What else? I don't like rewatch a lot of good movies. Typically only rewatch like comfort movies. Oh, Little Women. I loved the recent Greta Gerwig adaptation of Little Women. Sorry, I'm basic. What type of music do you listen to? All over the place, baby. I mean, we're an indie pop family. We're a classic 40s, 50s country family. I was a screamo emo teenager as a youth who had a weird obsession with Christian screamo bands. I love Bright Eyes. I love Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind's self-titled album is one of the best albums to exist, period. I like some other stuff. I'm not actively like ever looking for new music anymore. I think that's the one thing that has absolutely switched off in my brain as I've aged. I remember it was like such a social exchange, such like a form of currency almost, to talk about new bands you found. Or at least it was where I grew up with my group of friends. We were always just like on the hunt to talk about who was making music and like where we found what. It was weird. I don't feel like that at all anymore. Someone said, currently watching Succession. What did you like the most about the show? Who are your favorite characters and why? What did I like the most about the show? It's perfect. It was like so funny. Definitely like a dark comedy, which absolutely, like the amount of levity that show had despite being about like terrible people doing terrible things was amazing. I think the script writing was really good. My favorite character is probably Cousin Greg, because I love Cousin Greg. I feel like I am Cousin Greg. Just the Bobo of the family, right? Just the butt of the jokes. I loved him. Said, if you could have any job, one related to books and one not, what would it be? Whoa. One related to books. I would own the only independent bookstore in my hometown of Yuma, Arizona. One like, one comment, I'll move back home and make it happen. I think I would be a good business owner. I'm kind of manifesting this like on the down low, you guys. So hashtag follow for CJ to fund her own bookstore, okay? One not related to books. I feel like I'd like to produce, I'm a producer in the design industry, and I think it would be fun to see how that would translate to movies and TVs. Doing production for large scale video projects. That would be fun. Seems like a whole different ball game, but using the exact same skills I already have. Someone said, what is something you want to change about your life post-pandemic? Oh my god. One silly thing is I want to throw way more themed parties. Like, no, we're never having a house party again without a theme. I've actually started a note in my phone with some of these potential themes, and I've been discussing them with my group chat. Let me pull it up. I said, honky tonk, big soup party, in parentheses talking heads, the Met Gala, 90s rave, Lovecraft homage, which is a goth bar in town, murder mystery, hot dog party, which we just have a party about hot dogs, mini pool party. I buy all of my friends mini pools. I think like, this is stupid, but I've really just like cemented the YOLO in my brain, and I'm just gonna act more on impulse, Okay, please tell us your MBTI personality and Kiki's. I don't know Kiki's, but I am an INFJ, which I think is like the freaking judgmental, introverted one. Sorry. Someone said, how do you like living in Portland? We moved here last year. Interesting. I have lived, this is my 10th year in Portland. This June, which is 1 month away, marks me moving here 10 years ago, straight out of high school. Crazy. This is the longest I've ever lived anywhere, and I don't think I'm gonna live here forever. I think I could. It's very easy to live here. I think the food is very good. There's a huge independent restaurant culture here, and it's awesome. I don't really think I'm like a woodsy nature lad, and I feel like I haven't taken advantage of woodsy nature Oregon. Like, I'm not really trying to hike a mountain. I'm not trying to do snow sports. I don't know if this is like the best place to live. Like, it is for a lot of people. It has a thriving design industry. It's like a pretty small city, but is also like a little bit big. I know a ton of people here. Everyone you know will know each other. I feel like everyone is just like 1 degree removed from you instead of like 10 degrees removed from you. Cost of living is rising all the time, but like, I lived here when it was cheap, but like I really did. And I don't know, it's fine. It's fine. I think I'm ready to move soon though, which is scary. How did Spud come into your life? Any story about his name? Spud was a Christmas present to me from my dad. Hashtag adopt, don't shop. I know, okay? But I got Spud when I was 19. And he's been with me ever since. I don't know. He just looked like a Spud to me. I wanted to name a dog Einstein because I used to have a weird obsession with Albert Einstein, and I'm glad I didn't, because I guess it's like an anime reference to Cowboy Bebop or something. Ein, right? Am I right? He just looks like a potato. He's like a little potato man, and I love dogs that have food names or people names. You know what? Last but not least, let's finish with this question. Was Kiki approached by the Freemasons? Is this like a warning? Is this code? Do we need to be scared? No, but like, let us know if we need to call for help. All right, everyone, thank you. This has been a journey. I love the tube. I love being a tuber. Remember the giveaway is happening. I wish these were oven mitts, now that I think about it. Feel free to leave some comments, and love ya, and I'll see you later. Bye.